Welcome to day 2 of the Mascot IT Virtual Summit. My name is Agbolade Omowole. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Mascot IT and also the convener of this summit. I'd like to welcome you to the second day, and at times we save the best for the last. So be prepared to learn a whole lot of information that will help you to succeed in your online business. Please get a paper and a Bible to write. Get some writing materials to put down the things you're learning. It is said that the paper does not lose its memory. Wherever you write in the paper, you can refer to it at any point in time. Whereas, as much as about 70% of what you learn, you forget it the next day. So please, just get some writing material and jot down some things. Then after the event, you can go back and attend to those things. So do have a very nice time listening to our speakers. Bye.
Hi, you're welcome to how to start an online business in Nigeria. The theme I'm going to be teaching you today is how to build an online sales funnel to grow your business. The first thing you must consider as a business owner who wants to navigate into the online space is to identify what market you want to play in, meaning the people who you want to serve. Who are they? Can you describe what they like, what they normally would do, what they would normally be searching for? Are they employees? Are they entrepreneurs? What's their buying capacity? You must be able to break down the lifestyle of the person you want to collect their money, so that once you see them, you're able to target them. And beyond that, you can speak to them exactly what they want to hear to get them to give you their money. And so niching is very important. Once you get that, the next thing to begin to think about is, what is your goal for the online space? Do you want to make money, or you just want to be known? If you want to be known, then you can take your time to keep growing and posting, sharing content and all of that. But if your goal is to quickly earn money from the online space, then all you need to do is build an online sales funnel. Meaning, the way a funnel looks like, how do you get somebody who is a total stranger to come into your net and then see what it is you have for them that they can buy? There are shoppers who necessarily do not want to go through the stress of wanting to know you. They just see what they like, they pick it and they go for it. Case in point, people who shop on e-commerce stores, they don't necessarily need to know the owners before they buy. They go there, they see the product, they read the reviews about the product, they love it, they add to cart. So what Sales Funnels does for you is it presents your business as a business that has an add to cart. I can read about it and then I can proceed to purchase without necessarily interacting with the business owner. How do you do it? There are different automations that you can use. The first thing to have is, what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is something that you are going to give to people for free, especially if you're a service-based owner. Even if you're a product-based business owner, you can use this methodology. Something free that you can give people that is valuable, and then you can collect their information. Their information could be their emails, okay? And when you collect their emails, what will normally happen is you are able to send them that lead magnet or redirect them there. Once you redirect them there, then there's a system of follow-up that allows you follow them up until they eventually buy something from you. One of the things that's the tools you can use to create a sales funnel is you can get a normal landing page. A normal landing page can be done on Google. It can be done using a proper website where you just create a sales page. But one thing you must notice for your sales funnel to convert is the sequence with which you write the sales funnel. Meaning, what exactly is the customer's problem? If I land on a sales page or on a sales funnel, if you don't say the first few things that catches my attention, I don't move further down. So just like a funnel, something must get me to go through the funnel to get through the funnel into the container. So what you are saying at the first pace or the first step of the page will determine whether the customer is going to go down into the funnel. So start by projecting their problems, because when people see what they are going through, they are forced to want to know what is underneath, because when they see their problem, they know that the solution is just underneath. And then after then, the next thing you need to begin to show them is what their lives would look like when that problem is taken away. That means you are showing them a real-time result of what they would get. should they get rid of the problem they have. Go further down and show them testimonials of persons who have used it, and then go further down to sell them their product, your product and service. Once you do this, what will happen is you have a lot more people who necessarily don't have to interact with you. They see what you have, they know they need it, they read why they need it, they read other people who have used it, they are satisfied with the feedback, they go ahead and buy. And I dare say that this is how a lot of entrepreneurs in developing countries do their business. They don't spend so much time trying to build an audience, and this is applicable for all kinds of businesses, whether you're a product or your service business owners. All you need to do is figure out how to incorporate this system into what it is that you do, so that you can have customers come in on a daily basis and have something to interact with you from or with before they get into. For some people, you may decide not to give a lead magnet, which is also very fine. All you can do is send them straight to the product so that they can see the product and buy it. Just like a lot of e-commerce stores that we have, people don't necessarily collect lead magnets to buy. You just go there and buy, and your page too, your business too, can become a business that has an automation that customers just come in and go and get what they want to get. If that's the business model you want to adopt on the online space, it works, it always works, it will always work. And there are different different courses that you can take to deepen your understanding. I believe that the convener of this program will lead you to different things that you can do. Thank you so much, and thank you for listening to me today.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Innovation Brew. Now today I'm super excited to share with you innovative approaches on how you could navigate your business to sustainability in the new normal, or the low-touch economy. Now, since the COVID-19 crisis struck, businesses in vulnerable sectors globally have seen their revenue decline substantially in a matter of weeks, in some cases dwindling to almost nothing. Now, countless companies have taken reactive steps to ward off some of these losses. Companies have actually applied policies like working remote, reducing employees' workload, cutting costs. Some are even applying for government support. Companies re-emerging from the pandemic's great pause are awakening to a new reality. Now, after a burst of frenetic activities, some companies finally have time to think about opportunities they have to take in the low-touch economy. But now the question is, where do they start from? So at Body, we've identified 3 proactive response strategies to match organizational infrastructure with emerging market trends in the low-touch economy. But before I continue, I would want us to understand few terms. What is the low-touch economy, or the new normal? The term low-touch economy is being defined as an economy characterized by a low level of personal contact. Now, low-touch economic activities are primarily done online. They are automated and mostly performed by machines. Now, the term new normal is defined as the way businesses have been forced to operate in order to succeed as a result of COVID-19. So now let's deep dive into those strategies we discussed earlier. The first strategy we set out is what I call the digital distribution. Offer same product, different channels. As more people are confined to their homes, there is a golden opportunity for businesses to proactively expand and scale the scope of their operations. Now, one active avenue to actually do this is for businesses to move online. Now, going online is the closest equivalent to a low-hanging fruit in the low-touch economy. Now, in the online channel, it's diverse. So many persons are online, so it's like a pool. People are making noise. How do you differentiate yourself from the noise? First, you have to come up with creative content. You have to make sure that you have the right branding. You have to make sure you focus on a particular niche and meet the right audience. Now, one company who actually implemented this model is Eco Hotels. Now, as a result of the new normal, Eco Hotel decided to start delivering food to their customers. So now just from the mobile app, you could order for food and they deliver directly to you. Something that normally was not done, but now this is the new normal. Now, another structural flow where businesses could actually navigate their way to sustainability is by having the diversification model. Now, what this means is having the same infrastructure but different products. Now, COVID-19 is dampening the demand for many products and services, right? Resulting to underutilization of organizational infrastructure. Factories are currently running under capacity. Service providers go unused, right? Companies are actually taking advantage of some of the demands that are in place right now. Now, what are those demands? Some companies actually have a particular infrastructure, but they diversify on the model, on the products they're actually offering, right? Now, one company who actually carried this out or who executed this properly is a company called Plenty Walker. Plenty Walker is a ride-hailing company. Recently, the CEO announced that the company is now into logistics. Now, they are using the same infrastructure, which means the vehicles they have, they didn't go purchase bikes or whatever for logistics business, no. But the particular vehicle they have, they now use it for logistics. So which means they're offering the normal ride-hailing service with the same vehicle and also offering logistics with the same vehicle. So now you could actually have the same infrastructure for your business and use that same infrastructure to offer different products in your business. The third strategy, which is the final one, is the collaborative strategy. Now, this strategy basically implies having the same product but using different infrastructure. Now, as a result of the new normal, companies are actually having more demand for their product and services, and a whole lot of them are not meeting up to the demand, right? So now, for them to actually meet up to the particular demand, they require a level of collaboration with other partners to meet up the particular demand for their customers. Now, this requires collaboration. Now, collaboration in business is actually easier said than done, and it requires some innovative approaches. Now, one way companies could actually do this is integrating other partners into their ecosystem and provide the same products they would have provided to their customers using the other infrastructures from the partners they have. Now, one company in Nigeria who actually executed this model properly is the company called the Social Media Professors. Now, these people are actually in charge of handling digital services, marketing, branding, and a whole lot of services. But as a result of the new normal, because so many businesses were coming online, there were massive demand for their services. But since they couldn't meet up with their demand, what did they do? They created an online marketplace called the Social Media Experts, where other freelancers that offer the same services they are offering could come on board, and they outsource these services to them. It becomes more like a marketplace. So it's a win-win situation. At the end of the day, they get to satisfy their customers, pay these other freelancers in their own marketplace, and still get the job done. Just a recap of the three strategies I actually shared. The first one is the digital transformation or the digital distribution strategy, right? Having the same product but using different channels to actually reach your customers. And now one of those critical channels you could use in reaching your customers is going online, distributing the products you have online. Now, the second strategy I discussed about is the diversification strategy, right? Which is having the same infrastructure but using different products. Now, the third strategy I shared with you is the collaborative model, right? Using different infrastructure to offer the same service. Now, if you are in any way in any of these industries that have high demand as a result of COVID-19 and you possibly could not meet up with demands, for you to still navigate your way through sustainability is by collaborating with people to make sure that you offer that same value to your customers, but necessarily not you. But because of the structure you actually have, people could offer, help you carry out and achieve the same value to your customers. I really want to appreciate you guys for listening to this short video. I hope this basically helps out. Thank you very much.
Good to see you again. For those just joining in, my name is Agbolade Omowole. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Mascot IT and also the convener of this summit. I'll be talking on the topic titled Soft Skills for Online Business Success. I'll be talking based on my experience of over 10 years in the IT industry, offering services both online and offline. Over the years, I've learned some skills that increase your chances of succeeding in online business, and those are the things I'll be sharing with you. So, the first thing I'll be talking about is research. To succeed in online business, you must be able to do independent research. I'll give you an instance. If you want to go online to do any business, take out your time to study what other people have said about our business online. Do independent, detailed study. Look at the things you are talking about. Then mesh that one with your experience to know and identify those things that have been proven over the years to be true. Another importance of research is that people want organized information. So if you go to Google, if the average person goes to Google, they get good information, but they are not organized. So if you want to make money online, do your own independent, detailed research. You can read as much as about 100 articles on a particular topic to understand it in depth. And based on that, you'll be able to organize those information. But you are going to add your own personality to it, you customize it. Add your own experience, your person, your tone, your style, and it becomes yours. But don't plagiarize. Don't copy and paste people's content. Be original. And that leads to the second point I like to talk about. You need to choose a model. To do online business, you have to choose the type of model that you want to use. Now, there is a model where you are selling your own products online. For instance, you could have some products you want to sell or services you want to render online and sell to others. That is one model. For the second model, you might choose to sell other people's products or services. But I'll give you an instance. E-commerce and drop shipping are very common these days. But the model there is that you're buying other people's product and then you're selling it to make profit. That is a model. But you can also choose to build your own product or service from the scratch. For instance, you can choose to write an ebook about the things you do, provided you have a lot of experience and you could do detailed and in-depth research to be able to come out with something very useful that can help people. And that is what counts, solving problems. People pay for solutions, not problems. Okay, and that takes me to my third point, consistency. You have to be consistent. People need to see you. The average person, when they hear about you for the first time, they don't trust you. So they're not going to do business with you. Why? Because it's very easy to meet people who will defraud you online. So people want to build a relationship. They want to trust you. They want to believe that you know what you're doing. They want to be sure you're original. They want to be sure you won't defraud them. So when you're starting out, take out time to build that consistency. Always be in the eyes of your consumer. And don't sell outrightly. Try to build trust. Build trust first. Then establish authority. Let them know that you're an expert in your field. Then offer free resources. Once you have been able to do that and they now trust you and believe you, then you can now begin to sell. People give you their heart before they give you their money. So once they believe in you and they believe what you're doing and they trust you, they will not find it difficult to part with their hard-earned money to buy your product and services. And we're going to talk about the next point, patience. You have to be patient. The truth is, anybody can come and tell you lots of good things about online business, but the truth is, when you're starting out, it might not be that rosy. There might be hiccups on the way, there might be setbacks, but you have to be patient. Give yourself time. Give yourself like 6 months when you're just starting out. Be consistent, be original, let people love you, build authority, build expertise, let people know that you know what you're doing. Do that consistently for a period of like 6 months. Let people know you before you begin to sell. And my last point, to really succeed in online business, you must learn how to sell. Online business is a unique model of business. And business at times is all about buying and selling. If you can't sell offline, you might not be able to sell online. So you have to understand the process of selling. I believe some of our speakers will talk more about selling. They will tell you things about sales funnel, attracting people, then some of these things I've told you about, but I won't dwell on it too much. But read and study about selling. You can read as much as 100 articles, watch about 100 videos on YouTube about selling, just the process of selling. Because once you master the art of selling, you'll be able to sell both online and offline. And lastly, you must learn copywriting. To sell effectively, you have to write in a particular way. You have to use action words. You have to learn how to craft your messages. So, Google is your best friend. Everything I've said, the most important one is Google. Study each of these points independently, and I'll assure you that it's going to work for you, because those are the things that have helped me in the past 10 years. So, thank you very much for listening to me. You can follow me on social media. Agbolade Omowole is my name on all my social media platforms. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the program.
Hi entrepreneurs, my name is Pastor Funsho Akin-Ojo. I welcome you to this summit called Mascot IT Virtual 2020 Summit. And I count it a great privilege to be on this platform as one of the speakers. I would like you to listen to me intently in the next few minutes. The organizers of this summit have done a lot in their own ways to expose you to all you need to know with respect to online business, which I believe my fellow speakers will talk about the variety of businesses available online, and some others will talk about the competence, skills, and knowledge that you must acquire in order for your business to be sustainable and profitable. But what do you need to start? Because the theme of this summit is starting an online business in post-COVID-19. You and I know that we are in a serious financial and economic crisis globally. And some people may be thinking, in a time of crisis, to keep what you have. But I want to say no. In this time of crisis, this is the best time for you as an entrepreneur to launch out. This is the time that you will be ahead of your competitors after the crisis. You will have taken over the market before they know what's happening. I am aware that online business is highly competitive. But for everyone who really wants to move ahead of competitors, this is the best time to move ahead. So I encourage you to jump start and kickstart immediately after this summit is over. And the first virtue that you need to inculcate for you to be able to sustain your business and profit in it is the virtue of courage. Courage, that means taking calculative risk in anticipation of maximum return on investment. I mean calculative risk, because it's truly risky for anyone to be thinking of venturing into any business venture now. But I want to let you know that entrepreneurs are risk takers. Entrepreneurs are calculative, innovative, creative thinkers. This is not the time for any one of us listening to me now to indulge in copycat mentality of business startup. What do I mean by that? There are people that are, engaging in one form of business or the other. This is not the time to copy anybody, because you have different capacity and competence. And that's why a successful entrepreneur is the one that critically think. It's only when you can think and analyze that you can see that product ideas that will change your story. So I challenge everyone that's listening to me in this summit to go back to the drawing board. Most of the challenges that we have in Africa is because people don't think. You may need to rescan your environment to determine what they need, which takes to the third point. People's need pre-COVID is different from what their needs are now. People are spending their money on essential goods and services, not on wants again. That means, as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to critically think and assess your environment and be humble enough to discard products that may not meet the needs of the time. And like I said again, be humble enough to reassess your environment and discard those products that you know will not benefit and profit your business. And finally, because of the shortest time I have, I will want to mention a very critical factor. This is the icing of my brief speech in this summit. And this icing is what I refer to as the G factor in business. Some years ago, about 15 years ago, I was involved in a business loaded with idea, with passion, with courage, with confidence, with connections, and I went to the business. But eventually I came out in failure. And I was extremely disturbed and I was very, very upset. And I had to go back to God and find out what the issue was. And God said to me, I was not there. And as you listen to me today, you agree with me, this COVID-19 has made nonsense of all the business, financial, economic principles and theories we've learned in school. So man must go back to God to find solution for business, sustainability and profitability. It mentioned his word in the book of Isaiah chapter 48 verse 17. Isaiah 48:17 says, I'm the Lord thy God that teacheth thee how to profit, and I'm the one that will lead you in the way you will go. I know a lot of business ideas will come your way in this summit. But just listen to your spirit man if you're born again. It is God that will teach you how to go about the business. The spirit of creativity will come upon you and will show you the way. I want to see you at the top. I failed in business before when God was not there. But now God is there. I'm thriving. My prayer for everyone listening to me is that you will thrive too. Don't let anybody deceive you. When God is not in your business, you can go far. I see you going far in this business venture. God bless you.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to this summit. My name is Evans Peace, and I want to use this opportunity to thank the convener of this summit for giving me this opportunity to speak on starting an online business post-COVID-19. I want to throw more light on how you can turn your passion into making money online. Making money online now in this century is becoming the normal language of our day-to-day business hustles. Before we talk about making money online with your passion, first of all, have to know what our passion means. Now, passion is something you love doing, something you unconditionally love doing, something you love incredibly, something that you can do at any time, at your leisure, at your busy times, and tight schedule, something you just can do, something that you can do for free, something that you get satisfaction from when you do it. And now I want to make you believe that you can be satisfied doing something you love and also make money from that same thing that you love. Alright, so there's definitely ways that you can turn your passion into making money online. There are some people who already turn their business into their passion. It means they love the business that they do. There are people who have turned their career into their passion. Some people have turned their handworks into their passion. Some people have more than one passions, and perhaps they do not even know the one they are particularly passionate about. You have to know the one you love doing and the one that can be converted into business. Now, the first step is discovering your passion. What is that thing that you know you love amidst other things you love? What is that thing that you know that when you set it out to the world online, it can definitely get you something in return? Now I'm going to take you back to 2013 when I met a blogger, and I told this blogger, I know I love writing and I love reading. I want to see a way I can make blog posts for you. I never knew or had any idea about making a blog post. I begged him and asked him if he could, give me the basics of making blog posts, and he agreed. He was like, fine, no problem. He gave me through the basics, and I did this thing because I loved it. I did it so passionately, and I was happy doing it. At the time, he found out that what I was doing was so good. He started paying me for each post I made. Although the money was small, but it was such a happy thing that something I loved doing and I was, satisfied doing them was earning me something small. I didn't do it for a long time anyway, but after I stopped doing it, I missed it because it's something I actually was passionate about. It led me to building my own website. I did build my own website, and I continued making blog posts that I actually loved doing. And then when my hands were too tight and I became too busy, I had to employ people who loved this thing I was doing as well. Alright, so number 2, think your passion into business online. If you love this thing, if you have a passion for this, just think of a way you can set this thing to the internet, how you can communicate your passion with the commerce to get something in return. If you're a writer, you can start up with stories online, episodes by episodes. People want to see the next episode, people want to see what you have, people want to see what you've written. And when you have a website and you get it monetized, in no time you start doing what you love and you start earning from it. If you're a lover of photography and you can pick 1 or 2 pieces and add them together to create a good picture, fine, you can start creating content. There are companies that are looking for you to make product pictures for them. I'm this kind of person that I have several skills, although I didn't learn any of them, but I found that I can do anything I kind of lay my hands to do. So I decided that since I was jack of so many trades and a master of none, I thought of a way that I can bring up all my skills and put them in one place and see a way to make money from them. I started to build a YouTube channel. Although I postponed it for a very long time, but about 3 to 4 months ago, I started to set it up. I started showing some of the things that I can do, some of the DIYs that that subscribers will actually want to see. I made those things in 3 months, and I can bet you the growth was something I never expected. Why sit down where you can actually transform those little things that you love doing into making money? There was someone who loves sports, and today he created a betting site that you all take your time to go and play the games. While you play the games, they make their money. Alright, so that sends me to number 3, which is set your goals for that passionate business of yours. Set your goals to meet the fact that you want to make money from that passion. If you set your goals already and you think you're not able to achieve anything, you are definitely perhaps not doing it right, or perhaps it is not your passion. Because I don't see where you get something you love doing and then you try to turn it into business and then you set your goals towards it and then you're not having results. I don't see how possible that is. Anyway, turning your passion into business sometimes doesn't bet you money instantly. I must not make it easy for you. So if you don't say motivational speakers have started. If you love eating, you can make money from eating. I have a friend who has a YouTube channel, and all she does is just go from restaurant to restaurant and eat. And then she gives reviews on how the food tastes. And she has thousands of subscribers on her YouTube channel. There is definitely nothing you cannot make money from. If you love cooking, fine, you can create a TV show, you can be a chef on YouTube. You know, there are so many things you can do with that passion of yours to get money. This is not only making money from selling products online or from, delivering services online. You can also use your passion to make money online. I'm giving limited time, but I want to let you know that that thing you see you love doing and you just doing it. Let me tell you something, you're actually wasting it. Push that thing into something new. Push that thing online. Push that thing into making money. Build a website today. Get a YouTube channel. Promote that thing you love doing. And trust me, in few months, you would come to tell me that it actually paid off. And that is what I want to hear. I hope you make money online soon.
Hi, my name is Esther Body-Lawson and I am a social media strategist. I have been in the business for 6 years now, so I will be sharing some helpful tips for those of you who want to begin your online business post-COVID-19. Know your market. It is very important that you know your market. When you know the market before you venture into whatever it is you want to do, that way you don't get anything confused from the onset. Define your niche. When you define your niche, it saves you the hassle of shooting blanks and endless marketing. When you define your niche, you understand that this is what you're sticking to, this is what your brand is all about, and that way you have a precision. You need to also understand that everybody cannot be your audience. Your market or your product is not for everybody. And this takes me to my next point. Know and build your target audience. Understanding who your target audiences are will help you have the best of results when marketing. I mean, once you know that from ages 18 to 25 are my target audience, you have no business with people outside that age range. Or for instance, you sell cheese. Some people will tell you, oh, I don't like cheese, and others will say, oh, I can't go a day without cheese, or I can't cook without cheese. Now, your energy and your focus is directed towards those people who cannot do without cheese and who love cooking with cheese. That way, your target audience has been defined and you know where to channel your energy into. Know the social media platform that works for you. Once you have identified your target audience, it's important that you know which of the social media platform works perfectly for you. Now, Facebook works fine for most people who want to sell because there are loads of Facebook groups these days and people tend to leverage on that. For some, Instagram does the magic for them, and others will tell you Twitter does it. So now, all of these platforms have their areas of strength. You need to know which of the platforms work for you. For instance, on Twitter, these days we have people who do night markets where they tend to tweet and talk about their products that are available for sale, and people tend to patronize them. So every night from a certain time to a certain time, there's something called night market. For those of us who go to the physical markets like Yaba and the likes, we understand what night market means. Night market is that market that gives you the discount you will probably not get during the day. Now it's been brought to the online community, and that is something you can leverage on if it works for your product. Conduct market research. Validate your products using tactics such as keywords and evaluating trending products. This will help your online services in so many ways. An example of this is hashtags. Hashtags work well with social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Learn from your competitors. They are not your enemies. Find out what is working and what can be improved on. This will tell more about your branding and positioning in the market. It is pertinent to know that all of these will not be achieved overnight. Therefore, be persistent. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Pat Obilor, and it gives me a great pleasure to join you today and share my thoughts on starting an online business post COVID-19. I also use this opportunity to commend the organizer for deeming it fit to create a platform of learning for others to grow from. I also want to appreciate you for taking out time from your busy schedule to be a part of this live impacting event. I pray that all your heart desires is granted going forward. To be honest, I understand that for a lot of entrepreneurs and businesses, times have changed, and digital marketing, digital business is the new normal. Now, with the global pandemic, life can never be the same again, and it is wise to move fast and move smart towards the business that you want to do, or the platform you want to use to create a residual income online. Now, your ability to innovate and re-strategize when your life or business falls apart is what makes you better, or what gives you the edge over others. So in spite of how 2020 has taken over the first 6 months of our lives and businesses, it is also a great time to rebrand, to evolve and stand out in life by being intentional and inspiring others to do likewise. So the truth is, I know a lot of people are afraid and not sure how to get their goals back, but you have to stop wallowing in self-pity. You have to stop doubting yourself. You have to stop being afraid, and stop focusing on what you don't have, and actually focus on the things you have to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. And remember, no matter what you want to do, without financial freedom, our goals may become too hard to attain. So that is the basis for starting an online business, because starting an online business gives you that sense of residual income, and it also gives you that sense of value, and you also want to see yourself as someone who is adding value, not just within your local community, but on a global level. So to start an online business, I'm going to be sharing tips from the angle of media marketing and brand alignment, because that's what I am really trained to do. I've been in the media industry for over 10 years, and I've tried to carve a niche for myself in various areas. So I'm just going to be using that as a yardstick to pass on my thoughts with you, and I pray that you're going to be inspired and you'll be more energized to go about your life and to start your online business. Now, the first call to starting an online business is to first build your personal and brand visibility. Personal branding, business branding is very important in this age and time. I know the whole topic of personal branding has been overused, but it is not out of place in a digital world. So you cannot really have a successful online business if you don't get it right with your personal brand or business brand, So for starters, we are all brands, right? You are a brand, I am a brand, but you need to be able to define your own brand. You need to be able to define your own brand business, or the business of your brand, right? Because the truth is, if people don't know you, if people don't know the kind of business that you do, they will not buy from you. So you remember the topic is starting an online business post COVID-19. So if you start an online business and people don't know who is behind this business, or people don't know about this business, how would they be able to buy from you? So your first call is to position yourself as a brand and position your business. All right, so it's a journey, it's a process, and it will increase depending on what comes up when you are researched upon. When people Google you, what do they see, right? So because the truth is, people want to work or do business with people that they trust, or people that are likable. So if you don't build your personal brand or your business brand, people will not like you, right? So you know that a lot of people do publicities and everything, but when people buy from you, it's not because, oh, your product is everywhere. It is because they have fallen in love with it unconsciously, or because you have been able to build a mind share in their mind due to the way you have positioned yourself as a person on the social space, or the way you have positioned your business right in front of them, right? So that is very, very important. And building a personal brand doesn't just happen overnight, but you have to build strategically and cultivate a good real life persona that is connected in a way to your digital life. One of Nigeria's foremost comedian and Guinness World Record holder, Ayomaku, right, that's aka AY comedian, once said that when you get to the stage of building a brand name, even if you sell pure water, people will buy. And that's the truth. So it's very important that you build your brand name, right? And you know your aim. You know the end goal is to be able to sell a product online. You know the end goal is to be able to, have an online business. But then let people know you. When people know you, when they know what you stand for, it will be easy for them to want to trade or do business with you, right? So personal branding is what people say about you when you're not there. It is the perception, the way you live your life, the way people perceive you. That is what, personal branding is all about. Now, to manage your brand, or to manage your brand as a person, or to manage your business, you have to be intentional about it. You have to be intentional about the person you want people to see, all right? That is you. And you also have to be organic about your growth process, right? So it is very, very important for you to build your personal brand and your business brand in this digital age, because the truth is you're dealing with billions of people all over the world, right? So if you want to do an online business, it has gone beyond what you're seeing physically. You don't even know who is seeing that product, right? So if you have that consciousness of personal branding, it will help you to position yourself well and position your business in such a way that people would want to come and find out about what you're selling or whatever you want to sell to them. And once you cross that line of building a trusted brand, personal or business brand for yourself, it will be easy for you to sell anything, not just pure water. All right, so I want you to have that at the back of your mind. And in understanding your brand identity, you have to also know your unique selling point, right? Because you have to, we are all different, right? We all have our uniqueness, so you have to know what works for you. It's part of your personal branding. You cannot just be like everyone else. You have to create your own personal authenticity by doing the things that will make you stand out, all right? So that people don't say, oh, you're copying this person, oh, you're trying to be like this person. Personal branding is about uniqueness. It's about authenticity. It's about being true to yourself. It's about being true to your calling, to your own business, right? So when you and you only achieve that when you look inward, all right? You look inward to express outward. You don't look at the things happening around you and say that you want to build that way. You have to, because you have your own strength, you have your own energy, you have that gift that God has put inside of you. So you need to find it. You need to find your core value. You need to know who you are, all right? And that way you'll be able to build your personal brand. So in a nutshell, a successful personal brand or business brand has a long-term strength strategy. So if you're building, you're not building for tomorrow or for next year. You're thinking of longevity. You're thinking of building a brand personality or a business that will outlast you, that you can hand over to your children, right? So have that at the back of your mind. So I'm just going to conclude here. My new book, The Patriology, is a 3-in-1 book. Will be coming out in August 19 on my birthday. In one of the books is titled Start Your Startup, and some of the things I've shared is in that book, so you might want to get a copy for yourself. And you can just send me a DM on Instagram, on all my social space. I'm on online on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, at Pat Obilor. Okay, send me a DM there or follow me there. You can also send me an email at patobilormedia@gmail.com to get a copy of my book. Okay, so I want to wish you all the best. I want to appreciate you. Thank you for listening to this for being a part of this event. I love you all. Thank you for having me. God bless your hustles in Jesus' name. Amen.
I am Chief Ovbiye. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm the General Coordinator of Oduwa Coin in Sub-Saharan Africa. We are here to talk about Oduwa Coin today and how we can actually help people, Africans, teach them about cryptocurrency. Majority of Nigerians and Africans, they are not cryptocurrency savvy. That is why we are here today to talk about Oduwa Coin. I am the General Coordinator of Oduwa Coin. Oduwa Coin was actually registered in the US and partners overseas, based in the US in Los Angeles, California. It has been in existence for the past 3 years, and now we are just beginning to test the African market. The name Oduwa in Benin language means the roadmap to wealth. So we want to create wealth and we want to share wealth. So the early birds, the people that can come in now that Oduwa Coin is still very cheap to buy, they will benefit. But the latecomers will have to pay the price at the end of the day if they don't invest now. So Oduwa Coin is an altcoin. When we say altcoin, that means an alternative to Bitcoin. We all know the history and the emergence of Bitcoin when it started some 10 years ago. Many people didn't even believe in it. But today, people are not clamoring, they are eager, to own the Bitcoin. Bitcoin today is worth close to $10,000 for just one Bitcoin. I happen to be one of the few who believed in Bitcoin, and I invested when Bitcoin was still $100. Bitcoin started at 5 cents, and people were running away from it. But now it's almost 10,000 per Bitcoin, and everybody is still in search of buying Bitcoin. So right now we are promoting Oduwa Coin. Oduwa Coin is to serve the unbanked community in Africa. The underserved is a fintech solution. So we want to bring financial settlements, financial inclusion to our traders, to our merchants, how they can be able to accept Oduwa Coin as a means of exchange and payments. So how do you get involved with Oduwa Coin? How do you buy Oduwa Coin? It's very simple. You log on to your Google Play Store, download the app, Oduwa Pay. Once you download it, there, it has every currency in the world. Automatically, you can convert the Oduwa Coin to any currency in the world, and it will show you the equivalent in that currency. So, you don't even have to look for foreign exchange if you are traveling out of Nigeria or to Ghana or South Africa, for example. If you have Oduwa Coin in your wallet, all you need to do is when you get to that country, you enter your app and then just see the conversion rate, and then you can use it to pay for goods and services. So we have a platform where you can check all the merchants that accepts our coin wherever you are in the world. So it's very simple. So for more information, you can log on to www.oduwacoin.io to get more information about that. So right now, Oduwa Coin is selling for just 15 cents. 2 weeks ago, it was about 11 cents. Now it's about 15 cents. So once you buy Oduwa Coin, now you can use it to make money. You can mine. You can just keep it and trade with it. How do you do that? We have what we call Oduwa Exchange platform. Then with just 2,000 Oduwa Coin, you can be able to mine it and then get a reward on a monthly basis. If you cannot do that yourself, you can give it to us and we can mine it for you, or we can trade with your Oduwa Coin for you. And then you can earn up to 20% on a monthly basis. We have about 3 platforms of investments. We have the one of from $100 to $10,000. You get about 10% monthly. Then you have another one from $10,000 to $50,000. Let's say you get about 15% monthly on your interest, as your interest. And then you have another one from $50,000 and above. So once you exchange that and you trade with it, then you can be able to get comfortably up to 20% interest on your Oduwa Coin. So there are other ways to make money as well. But our main focus is how to make it as a normal means of exchange, everyday use. For example, you want to put a shop right, you don't have cash with you, you can pay with Oduwa coin. So we are now talking to some merchants how we can now sign some kind of agreement with them, let them accept Oduwa coin, and people can just come and use their app to pay, their quick response app to pay, and that's it, you know. So what I'm telling people, fiat money as we know it today is on its way out. China is already testing it. In some cities in China, they have already launched their own cryptocurrency. So paper money is on its way out. So those who get involved now in the next 5 to 10 years, they will actually benefit from it. So I'm telling everybody to get involved with Oduwa coin. Oduwa coin is designed for the African markets. So once you invest in Oduwa coin now, in the next 1, 2, 3 years time, when Oduwa coin appreciates, then you will smile to the bank. So I'm telling everyone that what the cryptocurrency is doing now is just like what happened some years back, or like what the email did to the post office. So very soon, paper money as we know it will no longer be in existence. So those who are into cryptocurrency, they will actually smile to the bank handsomely or very attractively. So we are telling people to get involved as soon as possible. There's no risk attached. Every business in life is actually a risk to everything. But these are calculated risk. I can tell potential investors, you know. So if you buy Oduwa coin, you invest in Oduwa coin, you download your app, you can store your Oduwa coin in your wallet and just watch it grow. But the best thing, don't just store it there. I want you to trade with it and then make some residual income. We also have a referral program. If you want to work with us, you can, when you sell Oduwa coin, you can earn up to 5 lines percentage what you get every Oduwa coin that you sell. So we are expecting people, interested merchants, you know, salesmen and women who wants to do business online. You know, all you need is just a laptop and your smartphone, and then we can set you up and give you all the programs you need to be able to be an agent and then sell Oduwa coin. So I think that is everything I have to tell you about Oduwa coin. If you're interested, you can contact me on my direct telephone number 080-776-57018 or email me at my blessing@oduwa.io. I repeat, blessing@oduwa.io. I wish you the best. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. I'm sure you have learned a lot from this summit. Please, what matters at the end of the day is the action you take based on the information you have acquired. At the end of the day, what counts is what you do with the information you have gotten. So very quickly, I'd like to say a very big thank you to our attendees. Thank you for taking out time to attend this virtual summit. And also, I'd like to say a very big thank you to our speakers who, out of their busy schedule, have taken out time to develop content for us. Thank you very much. You know, it will take a lot of time to mention the name of each speaker. However, because of time, I'd just like to say thank you, all our speakers, for your time, for your effort and the support. Thank you so much. And lastly, I'd like to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to our partners and sponsors who have supported us in cash and in kind to make this event a success. Particularly, I'd like to say a very big thank you to Visibility Solutions Media, Megastar Magazine, Esther Body-Lawson, Diag Nigeria, Arise Africa Entrepreneurship Foundation, Bamifemi Arts, Oduwa Coin, and Prime Organics. Thank you, our sponsors and partners, for your support. So thank you everyone.